Our top story this morning, amid rumblings within its state units for the first time in the last 2 years, the Congress Working Committee will be meeting physically in a bid to quell unrest in the Punjab, Chhattisgarh and Rajasthan units. The agenda of the CWC will also be the demands made by the G23 leaders who have sought sweeping changes in the party and organisation polls to elect a full-time president. The other key agenda will be introspection over the recent poll defeats of the Congress and chalking out a roadmap for avoiding the same mistakes in the upcoming elections. The meeting of the Congress's top decision-making body has been convened after demands from some quarters within the party to discuss important issues, including some defections in the recent past.
एजेंडा बिल्कुल साफ है कि हम लोग आगे इलेक्शन के शेड्यूल के विषय में भी बातचीत करेंगे और मेरी समझ से अभी इलेक्शन पार्टी के अंदर उसका समय नहीं है क्योंकि चुनाव के बाद चुनाव है, हमको उस पर फोकस करना चाहिए। लेकिन ये मेरी निजी राय है, क्या वर्किंग कमेटी तय करेगी ये कहा नहीं जा सकता।
CWC की मीटिंग है 10 बजे और जो आने वाले जो चुनाव हैं विधानसभा के उसके बारे में भी चर्चा होगी और संगठन के चुनाव के बारे में भी चर्चा होगी।
Right, so what is the CWC meet agenda? The agenda, of course, what we've learned from our sources is one, to discuss the unrest in Punjab, in Chhattisgarh and in the Rajasthan state units of the Congress party. So that is one of the topmost agendas of the CWC meeting. Secondly, the agenda that has been set for this meeting includes quelling dissent among leaders. Remember, there are senior leaders who have expressed their dissent, and they, of course, are the G23 leaders. They have specific demands which will be discussed in the CWC meeting. One of them, of course, full-time president of the party. So organizational elections, that is going to be one of the big agendas of this meeting. Strategy for upcoming polls. Remember, in the first half of 2022, there are 5 elections. The Congress will be strategizing for the same as well. And finally, introspection over recent poll failures in states like Kerala, in Bengal as well. So these are, of course, some of the key agendas of the meeting. Anand Patel, my colleague, is now joining me live from Delhi, from outside where that CWC meeting is to happen. Anand, good morning to you. Several key agendas. This meeting, of course, is happening after a gap of 2 years. What is the CWC likely to focus on primarily? Because there are several issues, of course, that's on the table.
Well, the prime issue is the organizational reforms. Let me tell you, this meeting comes after about little over 2 weeks when G23 member Kapil Sibal criticized openly the decision making within the party and raised alarm over the growing Ji Huzur culture. He targeted the Gandhis, the manner in which the decisions are being taken by an interim president, and called for a full-time president. What we are picking up from our sources in the Congress party is that while the polls are not likely to be announced anytime soon, but we might get a timeline of when the polls might happen, and we are told that that will happen only after 2022 assembly polls, the 5 states which go poll early next year. Before that, nothing is possible because the party wants to focus on the polls full time. And also on the agenda would be strategizing for the upcoming polls. That is very important given the fact that the party fared very poorly in the last 5 assembly polls, particularly in states like Assam and Kerala, where it could not come back to power, and fared very poorly in West Bengal. So that's very important for the Gandhi family particularly to win the upcoming polls, and the entire energy of the party will be focused in that direction. Also, resolutions are very important. We'll have to watch out for them also. Resolution on the farm issues, given the fact that Priyanka and Rahul launched a campaign against Yogi government and Modi government over the Lakhimpur clashes. And also resolutions are likely on price rise, inflation, which common man is facing, and also on the LAC incursions by the China. So these are the 3 important issues over we might see some kind of a statement after the CWC.
Right. Anand, thank you so much for all of those details. We'll, of course, keep coming back to you through the day as that CWC meeting convenes.